It's time for the match game, Hollywood Square. Our quiz from the Facts of Life, Mindy Cohn. From Laverne and Shirley, Mekka. Nedra Volz. From Happy Days, Lynda Goodfriend. From Laverne and Shirley, David Lander. And the stars of the match game Hollywood Squares are Gene Rayburn and John Bowman.
Thank you, friends. We welcome you. And thank you for showing up here, because we couldn't do it without you, could we?
No.
Did you hurt yourself?
No.
You look great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's very athletic, and well, I don't know how many of you know this, or how many of your fans know that you're an expert dancer in all phases of dancing. Jazz, ballet, acrobatic. He does it all. Would you... Very good.
My father...
You what?
My father was a dancer.
Your father was a dancer?
He died dancing at the end of a rope.
All right, here we go. Let's say hello to our two players here, Lisa Hutchinson and Becky Van Verst. Welcome. Now we're going to get acquainted. We're going to find out about Lisa first. Tell us about you, please.
Well, I'm from beautiful downtown Canoga Park, where I'm single, soon to be married September 1st. And I love to roller skate and gourmet cook, especially Armenian dishes.
Really?
Yes.
Well, the roller skating will work off the calories
And it does.
that you do with your cooking. Hi, Becky. Tell us about you.
I live in Hemet, California. I'm married to a firefighter, Dave. He's great. I have three super kids, and I'm a swim teacher, and I teach 3 months to 70-some years.
Really?
Yep.
So it's never too late to learn to swim?
Never too late.
Okay. Good luck to both of you. We'll play the match game now. 3 rounds. The winner will go on to challenge our returning champion on Hollywood Squares for a chance to win up to $30,000. Lisa, you won the toss. Do you want A or B?
B, please.
All right. This is it. Nellie the nurse said. She says all that new surgeon ever thinks about is basketball. Right now he's in the operating room dribbling Mrs. Jenkins blank.
Yep.
Okay, Eddie?
Oh, yeah.
Nellie the nurse said all that new surgeon ever thinks about is basketball. Right now he's in the operating room dribbling Mrs. Jenkins blank.
Head.
Head. Wow.
I know what movies you go to see.
Bing. That got a little groan from the audience there. I don't think you're going to get too far with head here. Lynda?
Okay, I said bladder.
Bladder.
Seems like something you could dribble.
Right.
What do I know?
Just blow it up, put 8 pounds of pressure.
Now I wish I had said dribbling her nose, because that sort of has a double meaning. But no, it doesn't. But anyway, even if it had a single meaning, I wish I had said it. So I said bladder also.
All right, we have 2 of those.
Big bladder dribbling.
I take it you did not say. Oh, you did say
I
bladder.
said bladder. I tried to make a basketball.
Yeah,
It didn't
you were
work.
drawing it. That's what held you up there.
Bladder roll.
All right, Lisa is looking for head here. What have you got?
I felt, pick an organ, any organ. So I figured that she probably had a clean liver.
Dribbling her liver there.
Dribbling her liver.
All right.
All right, I said gallbladder.
All right. Mindy says gallbladder. What does Nedra say?
This is a rotten answer, but that's okay. I'm due. Kidney.
Kidney's all right. Nothing wrong with that.
Not
But
rotten.
head never came up here at all, Lisa. Now let's see if Becky scores with her first round question. Harry said, my parents never liked me. Harry. For my first haircut, they took me to a mean barber who didn't use scissors. Instead, he removed my hair with a blank.
I put it in.
All right.
I don't know if I'm spelling this right.
Spelling doesn't count.
Oh, good.
That's okay.
Yeah, I need to spell something.
Can we have our dictionary, please?
Close enough.
Close enough, huh?
I don't want to seem stupid, though, on national television.
In the slot.
That doesn't stop national television.
Harry said my parents never liked me. For my first haircut, they took me to a mean barber who didn't use scissors. Instead, he removed my hair with a blank.
Tweezers.
Tweezers would hurt.
Oh,
Tweezers.
that would hurt.
See, that's how mean he was. One at a time. What do you say?
Okay, I said so mean it was a hatchet.
Remove the hair with a
That's me.
hatchet.
That's your head with a
That's right. David?
I thought I was being subtle, but apparently not. I said remove his hair with a tweezer.
Tweezer. All right.
Sickle.
A sickle. That would be mean. One false move and you'd be headless. All right.
One sickle kid right up there, I'll tell you that. I took it just one tiny step further that probably won't match it. A pair of pliers. A big tweezers. A big
Thick tweezers.
It'd have the same effect,
Yeah.
but we can't match it. Mindy?
I went the Friday 13th approach. I said knife.
A knife.
Well, you dribble ahead, too, wouldn't you? Going on that approach.
Let's go for Dave.
Joke.
Nedra?
I said a grass edger.
A grass edger.
Hey,
The audience likes your grass edger.
I like
So there it is. 1-0 at the end of round one. Becky Van Verst is ahead. Round two coming up right after this for you. Thank you. For round two. Becky, you're ahead. You go first.
A, please.
All right. She says, A, here it is. Say, did you know that Colonel Sanders used to be an executioner?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and that's the reason why. Before he kills a chicken, he gives it a blank.
No, I could be really stupid. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Now he's ready. Becky. Colonel Sanders used to be an executioner, and that's why before he kills a chicken, he gives it a blank.
A last request.
A last request. All right. What did you say? She said last request.
I don't believe in last requests.
You don't?
No, I like blindfold.
Blindfold is what you... Yeah.
You do? You like blindfolds?
Don't let it get around.
I don't know. I said last smoke. Is that
A
a
last smoke. Now, almost. His last request
Last,
could have been a
right?
cigarette, and it could have been granted, but
Yeah, you're
that's not a match there. All
I
right, Chuck.
got a little too specific, just like David did. I said cigarette.
A cigarette.
Final cigarette.
Yeah.
I said.
Mindy?
Becky, I'm afraid I said a last request.
All right.
You said it.
Yeah.
Okay. Nedra.
First I said cigarette, and then I said blindfold.
All right.
Both.
Two wrongs make
So
a right.
Becky has two altogether now, and Lisa, you got a little catching up to do. Here it is. The head monk said.
The head. Oh, heads.
The head
Is this
monk.
like the chief monk? I don't know the
He
religious
said-
terms.
I think the head monk. Yes, he's the big
Big boy.
Like
He's
the
the big
gorilla.
monk in the
He's
sky.
closer to God than...
Right, exactly. I think Brother John has been watching too many TV commercials. After 7 years of silence, the first words he spoke were blank.
Well,
This could be a
come
sentence.
on.
Shall we one more time?
Let's not even think.
Okay.
Head monk said, I think Brother John has been watching too many TV commercials. After 7 years of silence, the first words he spoke were blank.
Bye.
What?
Bye.
I could
Couldn't think of any TV commercial slogan of any kind? Except,
Bye.
please buy my product, huh?
Yes.
Oh, bye,
Okay, Lisa. Your 2-point lead is safe at this moment, Becky. Lynda?
Well, I've been listening to Clara, so I said, give me the beef.
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
Where's the
Better
beef?
get it right.
Obviously, I don't watch it.
You don't know most.
Yes.
I just want to put quotation marks around this because it is a quote, is it not?
It is a quote.
Head monk of yours.
Right.
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
Here's the beef.
Where's the beef?
I feel very embarrassed.
Lisa, are you getting the hang of it now?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
good.
Hopefully.
Well, she did say bye, and bye is something we might be saying to her fairly soon if she keeps this up. I also said, where's the beef?
Got a lot of those, Mindy.
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef? Nedra?
Where's the beef?
I was gonna have 6. She could have been a contender.
There we are. Round 2 is over. 2-0. You're still ahead. Round 3, the final round right after this. Here we go with the third and final round. There they are. Becky, you're still ahead, so that means you will go first.
Beat, please.
All right. You've matched 2 so far. Now let's see how many of the 4 remaining ones. It's Lynda, Eddie, John, and Nedra. Please respond to this. Out on the window ledge, Norman said, "Those firemen down there have a strange sense of humor. Instead of helping me down, they painted a blank on the sidewalk and told me to jump." All righty. Let's see. No, you matched in the previous round, so you have to lay out now.
I was matched.
Something you want to talk about while we're waiting?
I've never been matched before. Gee whiz, it's terrible. You think you're an individual all these years, you've not even been matched.
You have a book?
Plug your new book.
I don't have a book.
Oh.
Eddie wouldn't know because he can't read. Don't worry, I'm coming out with a new picture book, Eddie, for you.
Ready down here. Here we go, Becky.
Not yet, not yet.
Out on the window ledge, Norman said, "Those firemen down there have a strange sense of humor. Instead of helping me down, they painted a blank on the sidewalk and told me to jump."
A target.
A target. Well, there were 2 possibilities there. Target was one.
Okay, I didn't pick it. I don't want to invite those firemen to my house burning because they're sick. I took net.
Net. That was the other possibility.
Oh, good.
Net was one, target was the other. What have you got, Eddie?
A lot of beef. I said bullseye.
Bullseye is a target.
Hey!
All right. She's looking for a target, John.
Well, most of us have correctly perceived the duality of this question, whatever that means. I very rarely do this and show that I actually wrote both, but I did. I wrote bullseye across that, and I said net, so
All right.
no match.
No, that's good, guys.
No, that was one of the 2 good
Net's
ones. Nedra?
nice.
Net.
She had net. All right, you pick
See,
up
they didn't
1
do
with
me.
target.
They didn't do
Net would have been a lot better for you. That means Lisa needs 3 to tie and 4 to win. Norman has the worst job at the circus.
No, not that joke.
But he's going to stay in show
No,
business.
that joke. Yes, right, you know.
Twice a day, he has to blank the fat lady.
That's the hardest job in the
The worst job.
worst job.
Worst job of the circus. Twice a day, he has to blank the fat lady. Not the flat lady.
Now, wait, is it the flat lady or the fat lady? Come on, get this straight.
Fat lady is not flat.
This makes a big difference.
Well, what came to your mind first? Put that down.
I'm afraid we would all be in a
What
bit of a
came to your
pickle.
mind second?
No, it doesn't.
All right.
That's it.
Hello, Lisa.
Hello.
Have you been thinking about this?
Yes.
Have you got a response? Twice a day he has to blank the fat lady.
Well, I'd hate to have to feed her.
Feed. Twice a day he has to feed the fat. All right. Again, there are a couple of good possibilities here. Feed was one of them. Lynda.
Well, I could just get a picture of this guy feeding the fat lady.
Feeding the fat lady. 3-1 the score. David?
See, I think I have an odd imagination because... You do. Thank you. Because
No.
I was thinking that, you know, I believe in nothing, so I was... I've gotten by on that for years. So I thought he blew up the fat lady. Or blow up.
Twice a year had to...
Because, you know,
Blow up.
nothing is real. It's all illusion. You know.
Right. Right, that's
Was it
right.
Benoit who
I
said-
think it's very good, yes.
You never live until you blow up a fat lady, right?
Well,
Right.
you never have.
I fed her, but then I burped her.
Burped her. All
And it
right,
was tough.
score remains at 3-1. You need 2 more to tie. Let's see what happens
beer.
down here. John?
What happens down here is at the last conceivable instant, I came up with feed.
3-2. Mindy?
Swept under.
Twice a day, he has to sweep under the fat lady.
Well, that would mean that she's on top.
That'd be a real lonely job.
Under the big top.
That's showbiz.
Nedra?
Make 2 trips around the fat lady.
All right, so Becky wins the game. Come on down, Becky.
All right, Becky.
Right there, if you would, please. Lisa, going to send you some gifts from the match game.
Great.
Lisa Hutchinson. Okay. How do you feel?
Oh, great, great.
All right, we're going to do some laps now, right?
Sounds good.
Here we go. We're going to switch to Hollywood Squares. Here comes the rest of our set. 3 more stars will appear from the right over here. Lots more excitement coming along. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
A member of our studio audience will receive Gibson's portable dishwasher featuring 3 levels of washing action, hygiene cycle, forced air drying, and an energy saver switch furnished by Gibson. It's time for more of the match game. Hollywood Squares, our win from the movie Police Academy, Michael Winslow. From Gimme a Break, Lauri Hendler. From Happy Days, Erin Moran. And taking over the star of the Hollywood Squares, John Bauman.
Well, maybe it'll work for me. We'll be right back to play Hollywood Squares.
And now, John Bauman and the Hollywood Squares.
And here she is. Her name is Becky Van Verst, and she certainly wasn't the worst in the match game. In fact, she was the best. She made it through to Hollywood Squares. Good for her. We have 3 brand new celebrities with us. Erin, hey, well, listen, the audience has been booing the whole day. Now the celebrities are booing. We have 3 brand new ones to boo. Erin Moran, Lauri Hendler, and the only man who can boo with his mouth closed while drinking water and also imitating an entire symphony orchestra, Michael Winslow. Who's been doing, if you missed our first few shows this week, he's been doing some amazing sound effects, which are in fact his specialty. So I guess it's logical, since sound effects are what you're best known for, that you have a new record contract, huh?
Yes, with Island Records. I'm now a recording artist with Island Records. And we're going to do, thank you. We're going to do some, I'm going to do dance tunes. I'm going to take my voice, we're going to multi-track, we're going to do dance music and break records. You know, like, stuff like that.
And there'll be more to come, I'm sure, as we play Hollywood Squares. Here we go. Before we get into the game, we will reintroduce our defending champion. Her name is Joanne Wind, and her total from yesterday, $1,400. Good for you. And we almost had a matchup. Becky made it through, had her opponent won. We would have had a matchup between 2 ladies who are about to get married within the next few months. So, because you told us that yesterday. When's the date?
October 27th.
Okay.
We're all coming.
All right.
Quite specific. So you are hoping, I'm sure, to come through here with somewhat of a dowry, and you have a pretty good start, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see what happens today. We're going to play Hollywood Squares until we hear the Time's Up bell, and whoever is ahead, of course, is our winner. Goes on to play Super Match, which can be worth up to $30,000. You didn't get into the big money yesterday, but today is another day. We will see what happens. Becky will have something to say about it. It's our $100 game. Start us off, Joanne.
David, please.
David Lander.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
David.
I didn't know she was under 18. What? Yes. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was thinking of something else. Right.
David, according to Emily Post.
Oh, her again.
Yes.
I hate that crazy.
She's working a lot.
Something new and different.
That's right.
Now, according
please, is it a burp joke? Go ahead. I'm sorry. According to Emily Post, that we got right.
Is it okay to give a nun a pair of black stockings for her birthday?
Is it okay to laugh at that joke, is what I want to know. Yeah, all right, fine.
Or would that be an extremely bad taste?
Well, what do you think? Let's be honest here. I mean, does this require any knowledge?
I haven't actually.
I think it would. I think, you know, how many people know their local nun's birthday anyway? But, and how many have ever seen their nun's legs? I mean, when you get right down to it. For all we know, they're on wheels. You know, I shouldn't say that. But
Hey, man, what church you in?
Now, back to the black stockings. Is it okay to give her
white stockings?
Black.
No? Oh, black. No, white stockings, yes. Black stockings, no.
Can't give a nun a pair of black stockings, he says. What do you say, Joanne?
I'll disagree.
It is okay to give a nun a pair of
Good
black
for
stockings,
you.
according to Emily Post. I don't know why everyone is cheering.
Now go out and do it. I want to say before your wedding, because it's gonna
Good
be
for
a
you.
formal affair.
Okay. Becky Van Verst, you are playing Oh, Pick a Star.
Jean, please.
Okay, Mr. Rayburn.
Yes, sir.
According to the New York Times, Ronald Reagan is allergic to something.
I'll bet he is.
Black stockings.
It's not black stockings. Black stockings are not one of the choices. Is it his wife's hairspray or some of the White House antiques?
How could you be allergic to an antique?
Wife's hairspray.
They don't give off any odors or any auras or anything like that. I would say it's his wife's hairspray.
What do you say, Becky? Agree or disagree?
I agree.
According to the New York Times, he is allergic to some of the White House antiques.
Detail.
I thought it was Wally George.
You should.
I want names.
You should have disagreed
want
with Gene. Your
specific
opponent gets
objects.
that square and another X. Okay, we'll try to find out a little bit of.
Petrified owl they have there.
Maybe he's allergic to the price tags on some of the
he's
White
allergic
House
to Wally
antiques. I don't know.
George.
We'll soon find out. Joanne, it is your move. You're playing X, and there's a bunch of them up there.
Michael to win.
Okay.
Oh, fine.
Well, you hear this. Which has more moving parts? A Pontiac Grand Prix or a grand piano?
A Grand Prix or a grand piano? Well, you heard the old joke. Everybody knows what Pontiac stands for, but yeah, shut up, man. I would think, quite honestly, that the grand piano, because
Okay.
you try to start a Pontiac, it's I don't want, 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 okay, okay, I don't want, I don't want.
So you said a grand piano has more moving parts. What do you say for the first game? Agree or disagree?
I agree.
A Pontiac Grand Prix has more moving parts. It was very entertaining, but it
thought it was
didn't
the
work.
Trans
You
Am
should
that had
have
more
disagreed, and your opponent gets that square and blocks you. And there's quite a big difference. 7,500 moving parts for the Pontiac, 850 for the piano. Okay. Becky,
Guess I
new
lose the
life for you in
transmission.
this game. Your move.
Nedra, please.
Okay, Nedra Volz. It's your first job with a company. According to Cosmo's Guide to Marvelous Men,
I think I'm in that.
is it okay to use your sexual charms to further your career? Or does Cosmo say to save them until later in your career?
Go,
Well, I
Nedra.
just automatically use mine all the time. I can't help it.
And Nedra, how many moving parts is it that you have?
Well, I have quite a few moving parts, but they're not moving as fast as they used to. But I really think the way I feel about it is that you should just cool it for a little while to see how the land lies, you see. And then if you think it'll get you someplace, just do it.
Right. So I'm interpreting that to mean that you think they say you should
Wait a
save
little
your
bit.
sexual charms
Save a
until
little
later
for
in your
later.
career. What do you say, Becky?
I agree.
According to Cosmo's Guide to Marvelous Men, you should save them until later. Yes, you're right to agree, and you get the square. The kind of fine distinction that only Cosmo can make. We will be back to complete our $100 game right after these messages. See ya.
Stay tuned for more of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour. Now back to John Bauman and the Hollywood Square.
50-50. Our champ is up. Pick a star for me, Joanne.
Eddie to block.
Right. You
I
missed
used
this
to be
one.
a star.
You still are.
Yeah, you're right.
You missed this one, though. The first game goes to Becky, so this is quite an important question.
Okay.
Eddie Mekka,
Yeah.
does the Ayatollah Khomeini still have that long beard, or is he just sporting a mustache these days?
How would he know?
I was golfing with him the other day. What do you think, Dave?
With black
No. Does he still have his beard? Is that what you're saying?
Right. Or is it just a mustache?
Come on, Eddie, use your head.
I would say he still has his beard.
What do you say, Joanne, to block?
I agree.
He still has that long beard. Yes. You're right to agree, you get the square, and you do block.
And a pair of
He still
black
has that
stockings.
long beard, and you know what he can
And
do.
a black stocking.
Becky,
And black stockings, yes.
you were thwarted in that position, but it is your move. Where would you like to go?
Lynda to block, please.
Okay, yes, the tables are turned. You missed this one. Joanne takes the first game. Lynda, Goodfriend. Can an elephant jump into the air, or is that impossible?
Oh, do I know my elephants? Sure. Last elephant I had jumped into the air.
She says an elephant can jump into the air.
I
What do you
disagree.
say?
I disagree.
You do you? An elephant cannot jump. You're right to disagree. You get the square, and you do block. Very important.
Don't tell my elephant that.
Nice going. Good disagreement there. That's hard to do.
That is unless he's a different.
Elephant cannot jump. He can slam dunk, however.
And he can fly.
Joanne,
Dumbo, he flew.
it's your
Dumbo,
move.
he
You're
flew.
playing X.
Lauri, please.
Okay. Lauri Hendler. Now we're just all kind of knotted up. According to the Harris poll, are there more smokers or non-smokers in America today?
Okay, there are... A lot of people have been quitting, I think, non-smokers.
She says there are more non-smokers.
I hope they're non-smokers. I don't like smoke, so...
Yeah, I disagree.
According to the Harris poll, there are more smokers in America, more non-smokers in America today. My mistake. I'm sorry, more non-smokers. Your opponent will get that square.
Did you ever see a
70%.
baby
It's quite a
smoke?
big difference. 70%,
Yeah.
which means 30% smokers, or unless there are still a few uncommitted lying around. An O goes up there. Becky, that was good for you.
An ogle.
Pick a star for me.
Erin to win, please.
Right.
Okay, Erin.
Come on, to win, Erin, not to lose.
This is Erin for a game win in several ways, 3 across the top and also 5 on the board. Is it okay to use an old washed-out Clorox bottle as a birdhouse, or will it bleach your bird?
Dirty, stinking, rotten boys.
Come on, we were talking about this backstage, remember?
Yeah, I mean, we're reading the book on it and everything. I mean, come on.
Take a wild guess.
It's such a good one. It'll bleach the bird.
Okay, she says, do not use a Clorox bottle as a birdhouse. For the game, do you agree or disagree?
I disagree.
You do. I like to be consistent because you can use a Clorox bottle for your bird. You're right to disagree. You get the square and you win the game. Good for you. Wow. Don't ask me why you would want to, but you can use a Clorox bottle as a birdhouse. Congratulations, Becky Van Verst. You won the first game. Sweep the X's and O's off of the board, however, because we're going to zip right along into a $200 game. And Joanne, you're going to start.
David, please.
David L. This just took place in Beaver, Oklahoma.
Oh, good.
Was it a televised debate between Walter Mondale and Gary Hart, or the World Cow Chip Throwing Championship?
Oh. Is there a difference?
What's the difference? Right. It's, it wasn't that good. You don't need to give me a hand on it. I think. Why would I be here if I was thinking? I feel that a cow chip throwing contest, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Was this on ESPN? Because they have everything, you know. It's a tetherball from Iowa. I would say yes, that's what they would do in Beaver, Oklahoma.
World cow chip throwing.
Yeah, cow chip throwing.
What else do they do?
He says Beaver, Oklahoma was the site of the World Cow Chip Throwing Championship. What do you say for the first square in this game?
I agree.
Beaver, Oklahoma hosted the World Cow Chip Throwing Championship. Look out! Joanne gets the first square in our $200 game, and we get to complete this magnum opus right after these messages. Stick with us. Okay, $225 for the challenger, $100 for the champ, but we got time, and it's a $200 game. Becky, it's your move for an O.
Jean, please.
Okay. You're having a traditional breakfast in Denmark. Are you eating oatmeal with bread and jam or Danish pastry?
Well, I would like a little oatmeal with bread and jam, some coffee with cream and sugar.
So oatmeal with bread and jam, he says.
I'll agree.
In Denmark, the traditional breakfast is oatmeal with bread and jam. Yes, you're right to agree, and you get the square. Not Danish pastry. Interesting. Joanne Wind, pick a star.
Nedra.
Or Nedra.
Nedra.
Or whatever.
Do. Yeah.
Thinking of Nedra on Sunday. Remember that movie?
Nedra Volz.
A long time ago.
Pronunciation doesn't count, by the way.
No.
Nedra Volz, what can you do to keep your cigars from getting brittle? Should you put a slice of apple in the cigar box, or should you rub the cigars with lanolin?
Oh, come on. Everybody knows you put a piece of apple in a cigar box or a humidor or whatever. Everybody knows that.
She says
Good
put a
heavens.
slice. She says put an apple slice in there to keep your cigars from getting brittle. What do you say?
I'm going to agree.
An apple slice will do the trick. Yes, you're right to agree. You get the square. An apple a day keeps your cigars supple. Becky, make your move.
Erin to block, please.
Okay, now this is another pivot
Bleach the
point in the
bird.
game. Because you missed this one, Joanne takes the game and takes the lead. Erin Moran, your dog has a virus. Can you rub Vicks Vapor Rub on his chest? Or is that worse than nothing at all?
Okay, kids. No, the Vicks won't help.
Okay, so don't do it. She says that's worse than doing nothing. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
To block. You agree?
I agree.
It is okay to rub Vicks on your dog. You should have disagreed with Erin. Your opponent gets that square, and your opponent wins the game. All right. We've seen this before. That's a clear pivot point in the game because you have taken the lead, Joanne. However, there is plenty of time. We'll sweep the X's and the O off of the board, and we'll zip right along into a $300 game, which will be started by you, Becky, since you lost the last one.
Jean, please.
Gene Rayburn.
Yes.
Who has gone higher, the highest human high jumper or the highest flying fish?
Well, the flying fish I saw, or have seen, don't really get that high off the water, 4 or 5 feet, and the 7-foot barrier has been broken among high jumpers, so I'd say a human.
Okay, he says the human has jumped higher than the highest flying fish. What do you say, Becky?
I agree.
The fish has jumped higher. No, you should have disagreed. This is amazing to me. 36 feet. The highest flying fish, 36 feet.
Names. I want
To the
names.
Olympics.
Right. My fish
When was
was...
the
The
last
highest
time you
human
flew with
is in the 7-foot range, almost up to 8. Joanne, your move.
David, please.
Okay, David Lander, for another X. What kind of teeth does a blue whale have?
Any
White
teeth he
teeth?
wants. I'm sorry. Isn't that the old thing? Any teeth.
White teeth, blue teeth, or no teeth at all?
Wait, this is a blue whale we're talking about.
Right.
Terrific. Okay, we want to know what color teeth he has? Well, give him, I'm sorry.
What
I'm
kind
sorry.
of teeth? Pay attention now. Time's
Yes.
running out.
Okay.
White teeth, blue teeth, or no teeth?
No coaxing from our celebrities, please. I would say no teeth because I never heard of a blue-toothed whale. Have you? White teeth seems
Logic
ridiculous.
doesn't count in this game, Joanne. He says then no teeth is the right answer for the blue whale.
I disagree.
A blue whale has no teeth. You should have agreed with David in that case, and your opponent gets that square. So that's good for you.
Thank you,
New
dear.
life, Becky. Pick a star.
Erin, please.
Okay, Miss Moran.
Okay, we'll help.
What are there more of in the world today, Erin? People or tuna?
I know who I hope for.
People. There's more people.
She says there are more people than tuna. What do you say, Becky?
I'll agree.
There are more people in the world today than tuna. Yes. I don't know whether it's a comment on the state of the oceans or a comment on the state of the population, but didn't matter. You're right to agree and get the square. Joanne?
Nedra
Crucial
to block.
move. You missed this one. The lead goes back to Becky. Nedra, what will do more damage to your ears? Standing next to a cannon going off for an hour, or listening to a man talk nonstop for 8 hours?
The cannon's going off for an hour, and I'm just standing there like a dope. Wow. I wouldn't care to be either one of those goodies. But your ears. I think probably the cannon would bother your ears a smidgen more than the man talking.
She says the cannon would be a worse idea for your ears. Agree or disagree, Joanne, for a block?
I'm going to disagree.
The cannon going off will, in fact, do more damage to your ears. You should have agreed with Nedra. Your opponent gets that square, and your opponent wins the game. Wow. Yeah, the man talking for 8 hours probably does more damage to your psyche. But speaking of damage, she has done the damage. $625. Becky Van Verst is our new champ. Wow. In most dramatic fashion.
Too dramatic.
You did it. You're the best in this, too. Zip yourself right over there. Join Gene Rayburn. Get set for your shot at $30,000, potentially. Well, you have to appreciate it as art. It was certainly good drama. It did come down to that last question. You did something courageous, which was to disagree with the celebrity on the final question, but it didn't quite work out. Still in all, you're a good champ. You have $1,775 for a lovely lady Joanne win. Congratulations. Okay, Gene.
All right, here we are, and we'll be back with Becky, the new champ, and the stars for going the big money right after this.
And now, here to play the super match is Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, Gino. All right, here we are with the champ, with the super match, where she could win up to $30,000. You ready for that, Becky?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
You going to win it?
I hope so. I'm trying.
All right, I hope you get a big piece of it, if not all of it. We're all rooting for you. Here we go. We polled an audience not too long ago and said, write down your best answer to this. Honest blank. For the most popular answer, if you choose that, you get 1,000. For the second, 500. For the third, 250. Any three of the 9 stars are allowed to offer a little assistance.
John, please.
All right, this is a toughie. I'm going to say honest Injun.
All right, you have 1.
Erin, please.
Honest to Betsy?
What's that?
Honest to Betsy, isn't that?
Try again, Erin. You can do better than that.
Aaron,
Honest to Betsy.
That's heaven.
Oh, honest to... No.
It's heavens to
That's
Betsy.
heavens, that's
Oh, God,
Heavens
I
to
blew
Betsy.
it.
Yeah.
Honest to Murgatroyd. That's heavens. Honest Abe.
Honest Abe. All right.
Mindy, please.
Mindy, have you got one?
Yeah, honest to goodness.
All right, honest to goodness.
What it is.
Honest Abe and Honest Injun are the 3 they've given you. Now you have to choose one of those or think up one of your own.
Honest Abe.
Honest Abe is what she said. I guess the audience agrees with you. Let's find out if it's up there. May we see the $250 response, please? Honest Injun is there. All right. The $500 response says, honest to goodness. Well, you got 2 out of the 3 the stars gave you. It looks pretty good for Honest Abe. Slide it, Steve. Here we go. Yes, sir. Got it. Hey, back. Well done, Erin. How did you ever think of that, Erin? That was clever of you.
It was on the list.
All right. Now, time for the head-to-head match with any star of your choosing. After you've made your decision, why, that star will reveal the hidden number. We'll multiply your $1,000 by that number. It'll be a 10, a 20, and somewhere up there is one big 30. If you can get that, you're playing for $30,000.
Mindy, please.
All right.
Maybe Mindy has it.
Let's see.
What has she got? She's got 10. You're playing for $10,000.
You gotta help me, John. Help me.
Not an inconsiderable amount. 10,000 is a lot of loot.
I'll take it.
You'll take it?
I'm not
All
fussy.
right, here we go.
Split it, yeah.
No help from the audience, please. Main blank. That's M-A-I-N blank. One answer will be okay. Mindy's ready. Now, you collect the $10,000 if you simply match her. That's all there is to it.
Main course.
You're groaning out there.
Yeah, lots.
A lot of groaning.
Yeah.
Main course. You were thinking of dinner. The only thought that came to your mind.
Yes, it was.
All right, let's see what Mindy says.
I'm a lover of Disneyland. I said Main Street.
Main Street.
Sorry.
Every town in America has a Main Street.
Sorry.
Well, you didn't get the $10,000, but you've done pretty well. You have $1,625. But more important, you're going to come back tomorrow and play again. How about that?
Sounds good.
Okay. We'll be back with Becky and the Stars right after this. Now we're going to find out which of the stars had the large number. She thought Mindy had it. Mindy did not have it. Stars, would you grab the tabs and give them a yank? Ready?
Yank your
go.
tabs. Yank your... Nedra
had it. Nedra had the big number.
She would have said street, though. I saw her write it.
Yeah.
All right, Becky, we're going to see you tomorrow, right?
Right.
I'm Gene Rayburn inviting you to join us tomorrow.
John Bauman saying so long for the match game, Hollywood Square, Sarah. See you then.
A member of our studio audience will receive 28 diamond Benris fashion watch, adjustable Italian mesh bracelet, silver tone dial and case, precision 17 jewel movement, furnished by Benris. This is Gene Wood speaking for the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour, a Mark Goodson television production.